Hello, this is not a spring chick. Yes, it's the day after Labor Day, and President Obama is going to give you exactly what you want. Higher taxes, more spending. Higher taxes, more spending. But you'll be happy for it because you will not believe how well the economy is going to do. Well, for now, we better bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. Obama has a unique idea to provide for infrastructure rebuilding, but it's not a stimulus and will be paid for by higher taxes on the wealthy.
I know. He's going to close all the tax holes on all of the business, including the businesses that he has now said as a few minutes ago. I'm going to make certain that they're going to get they don't have to pay taxes until 2011 on things that they purchase and on employees they hire, so it will jumpstart the economy. He figures there'll be $200 billion in new investments very quickly. No, because they still got to pay the taxes.
Wait a minute. See, they got to pay the taxes, and now they're concerned about the health care. So
yeah,
I don't know how much.
He's going to raise. They have to pay these taxes, and in 2011 they get hit with more taxes. They're not going to spend a penny. Like I said, most of the people last night. I'm watching television now. Even Democrats think that he's sort of. I mean, we didn't want more government spending. We didn't want more deficit. We didn't want higher taxes, and that's what he's promising people now.
Well, he brings change you can believe in.
They don't believe that that's possible. That he is so disconnected.
It's like, who in the world is advising him?
Well, Pelosi and Reid can't run on, we're going to raise your taxes,
No.
we're going to spend more money.
No, they can't.
And the jobs that he wants to create won't even be created until late in 2011.
And thank you for giving Obama victories over the Republicans and people of the nation, the Democrats, to throw party members under wheels of the bus.
Oh, I know. That's what they call, I lost my, that's an Obama moment. Basically, another one of his Kool-Aid moments, folks. So I'm dropping everything today. Well, because I'm not standing with any support around me, so I'm fumble-fingered. No, but they've decided to put the money in the districts they think they can hold. But now, as of today, the support for Obama is so overwhelming, he's going to sweep all the houses. They figure it will be the greatest rout of Republicans in the history of the, of course, like they said, they're all, whatever this man does. He actually does smoke, too, so he may be smoking and not drinking it.
Ooh. And David Miliband is voters' choice for Labor leader, it says a poll.
Yeah, they're already getting ready to bounce out the new guy in England because you know what he wants to do?
What?
We're going to have to raise taxes in order to fix the problems.
Ah.
You can't raise taxes.
And that's the new guy? Doesn't he know better?
No, that what happens is they elect people. The countries are throwing people out because they don't have the money to pay higher taxes. So the first thing they do is suggest we have to raise the taxes.
As election season heats up, Democrats battle grim prospects of a rout.
Well, yeah, but that's the route of the Republicans, not the Democrats, according to a lot of the people that you're hearing. I mean, it's unbelievable how they can keep coming on with a straight. The Republicans are the party of no. They don't have any original ideas. They just want to go back to another time. And the guy said, yeah, but they were making money and owned their homes then.
Glenn Beck, restoring honor rally crowd estimate explained.
Well, yeah, what they did is they did a scientific approach and squared the areas off. And when they square the areas off, you know, they hunt for areas that don't have anybody in them, and then they examine that area and don't examine the area that's packed full.
Future hiring will
basically, Obama is trying to give more stimulus at a time when everybody that's on the verge of losing their seat are running from more government spending. That's what I mean. Feingold, I heard him. I heard one of those people said, one of his aides said, "What the hell is this man doing?"
Oh.
I mean, we're trying. He said, "I can't run on. I'm going to vote to spend more money."
I know. I mean, how do you? I mean, Obama's doing that because he thinks. Well, you know what? He's going to lose his majorities.
Well, but they said that because of the great things that he is doing this week, he is going to save the Senate now. Well, you got senators that basically do not want to be seen. He did not want to be seen with Obama yesterday. He's going to lose a heavily Democratic seat in the state of Wisconsin because they were forced to do a high-speed rail system by Obama as an example of how it could be done.
Oh, no.
And it's going to cost the state more money than the state has in annual revenue just to pay the bonds on it.
What?
Yep. Disaster.
Yeah. censored bar won't stop online prostitution.
Well, no, but what happened was they violated the Constitution of the United States by saying that they could restrict who can advertise and who can say what in a paper. The Constitution directly prohibits that. It says you cannot restrict freedom of speech.
Right.
By telling a newspaper or a publication that they cannot write certain words, you basically, and they're Democrats that are doing it, folks, not the Republicans. These are Democrats trying to restrict Craigslist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's Craigslist. Well, you know, I think a lot of this is because of that Craigslist killer.
Yeah, but it happens in every newspaper.
And it happens all over the place.
But they just made a big deal with that one.
Calls for answers and platform fire draw scrutiny.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, okay, the trick is, what happened with that oil platform, the Event Horizon, was totally and absolutely impossible. There are things that, you know, they say to Pop, it's only a matter of opinion, can never happen. Everything cannot be opened at the same time. It can't, because something has to be closed. I mean, every safety door, every safety valve on the unit was open. Every safety door on the platform was open. Every safety procedure was off. Every warning system was off. That can't happen in nature, folks.
Blasted President Obama for waiting too long to push a tax cut package for the ailing economy.
Well, yeah, because he wouldn't have done it except for the fact that he thinks there's going to be a route going. But now, you know, the Republicans are responsible for this. The Republicans, and the Republicans are going to have to join in with us. Well, no, they're just going to let the rout happen, and the Democrats aren't going to win because there's no, like I said, he's totally and absolutely a fruitcake now. Because, I mean, they think that there's nobody that actually listens to anything they're saying. They write it, put it on a teleprompter. He goes out with that stupid smile on his face and then says it. And since he's never read it before, he doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh, but you remember we were talking about that Craigslist being censored? Well, the Connecticut Attorney General wants to have it confirmed that they're closing the censored area.
But they don't have to constitutionally. They will. Those liberal Democrats are going to lose that if it goes to the court system.
Blasted President Obama for waiting too long to push a tax cut package for the ailing economy.
I know, that's because she's watching this guy smiling like a Cheshire cat about the great things that he's doing. And then I tell you people, I'll tell you what the Republicans won't tell you or the Democrats won't tell you, because the Republicans want the issue, the Democrats want the issue. The Society of Structural Engineers estimate the cost at $2.2 trillion just to keep it going the way it is.
Are you serious? And they're talking about putting. And they're talking about $50 billion.
Yeah, $50 billion. But he's going to create a bank that will help finance it for 6 years. $2.2 trillion, and they always underestimate by about. We figure 2 to 3 times what they estimate. That's for maintenance, folks. That's not to fix it.
The greenest state behind the waste to energy race.
Yeah, that's California, folks.
Oh, we are the waste to energy. Yeah. Oh, is that why we have?
Okay.
How much do they spend on the school system for money they don't have?
They spent like $600. Don't worry, because they had a bond issue to pay for that. They're going to turn all the waste into energy. Of course, it's going to cost trillions of dollars to do it, and the state doesn't have it, but that's irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. And 8 straight months of jobs being added.
But there's been 8 straight months of jobs being lost also. That's the problem. They're losing more jobs than they're creating, so it doesn't make any difference. You have to create like 500,000 jobs a month. They're creating about 60 to 70,000.
And to go green, you must give less to your family than your family gave to you.
I know. Isn't that abuse? That you will have to accept less than what you grew up with in order to make this a green world.
Well, you know, they always said that, what was it, to live the American dream, which is what, to own a home, right? And the other part, which they don't officially call an American dream, is that your children can have a better life than you can.
Not under Obama and Al Gore and the Green Movement. You will be, try thinking the dark ages.
With the Republicans leading the Democrats on almost all congressional ballots, it's all over, but for the Republicans as a political party.
I know. Well, once again, they just said it this morning, that despite all of the polls, including theirs, show Republicans have like an 11-point lead. It is unimportant, because they're going to sweep the Republicans out as a party with the new plans the president is going to give, because the people are tired of the Republicans saying no. Well, it's going to end up, if they do it, it's going to end up a divided government, which means we'll get nothing done. Well, that's what the people want. They don't want this man doing anything.
And who is the man behind the Ground Zero Mosque?
Well, they said now he's got a history of giving money. Okay, his father was killed by a terrorist, and therefore he's now a pro-terrorist, which really makes a lot of sense.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. If his father...
He's a Muslim, and that's for the weird way they think. His family was killed on board in a plane that was flying for Egypt, the United States. It was blown up because they said they were defiance against the Israelis who were on board the plane. And he blames the Israelis for the death. So he's been contributing to he's been contributing to Hamas for some time. So.
Oh, and Labor Day news grim, but gloom may lift soon as Obama tackles the economy.
I know. Yesterday was. I mean, this guy goes to an area with the depressed even worse than what it should be because he's saddled them with billions of dollars in new debt. And expects it to be ready to be cheered up. Well, the union teachers were all cheered up, but they're the only ones.
Clooney, the American Edge's Trey Hale, the Federate at the box office. That's really...
I know.
I mean,
that's the federal. No, I mean, okay. It was one of the worst Labor Day weekends in history, which is a tendency to be a tremendous weekend because nobody was going anywhere this weekend because they couldn't afford to do it, which means they didn't spend any money this weekend either.
Mm-hmm. Vanity Fair Sarah Palin profiler, the worst stuff isn't even in there.
I mean, okay, the Vanity Fair thing was so bad that even Democrats are condemning it.
What was it?
It was a hatchet job on her. She's mean-spirited, vindictive. She believes in McCarthy. She's Islamophobic. She's anti-gay. They just went on a hatchet job, and they said that they basically lost a lot of support in the left news because it wasn't a news piece. It was strictly a piece to tear somebody into little pieces.
Oh, that's just... Well, you know what else? Things like that, they also lose readers. Because it's so obviously, I mean...
Well, they don't like Palin, but they're afraid that Palin may end up as a president. And how could we have a woman like that as president? We wanted Hillary. No, they didn't want Hillary.
Yeah. Obama's lame speeches on the economy, Iraq.
Yeah, well, they said the guy just simply doesn't know what he's doing. Like, who's writing his speeches? I said, once again, no one is reading no one is writing, rather not reading what they're writing, and just hand it to him, and then in the middle of something, he'll change direction. They said, this guy was a debater, and he changed his direction in the middle of a speech.
Really?
Which means he's never seen it before.
Oh. The Great Wall of America and the threat from within.
Well, yeah, that's the fact that we're becoming so racist now that they're going to raise up and take over the country.
Really?
They're going to kick out the oppressors, which is the white people.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
That you actually should read what you're saying before you actually go in front of the camera, or you end up looking as stupid as the president continues to look up.